Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Chima. If you don't already know, if you're visiting my channel for the very first time, thank you. Shout out to returning subscribers as well before I forget. Anyways, before I go into today's video, I just wanted to let you know that it is September and it's like my 1 year anniversary on YouTube. So shout out to those who have been there from the beginning, from day one, my very first video up until this time. Anyways, for my very first video, I wore this shirt and I decided to, put it on to make this particular video to say, hey, that 1 year on YouTube. Today's video is dear to my heart because it's been on my mind for a while, and I'm like, oh yeah, let's talk about it. So I wanted to talk about the truth about degenerative disorders and the reality of living with one. If you don't know what a degenerative illness or a degenerative disorder is, it is an illness or a disorder that progresses over time. That's all I'm going to say about it for now. I decided to talk about it because I live with one. Yeah, I live with a condition called CMT, Charcot Marie Tooth disease, and it is a progressive one, which means it hasn't always been like this. Yeah, so I'm going to talk about the progression and how it has really been over the years. Yeah, and that is because September is also CMT Awareness Month. I put up a video sometime last year. Yeah, by September last year. Yes. I did put up a video to celebrate, to create awareness about Charcot Marie Tooth disease. If you haven't watched it, please scroll down my channel or anyway. I'm going to link it up somewhere. Here. I always forget which one it is. I'm going to link it up so you can go watch the video if you haven't already watched it. Yeah. So let's get right into this video. So let me tell you a story. I grew up walking. Yeah. I'm sure you guys have heard that from me so many times or not. I grew up walking and it was never ever it wasn't looking like I had a disability. Yeah, we all just thought that, oh yeah, maybe something's wrong somewhere and we could go to the hospital and it could be corrected, treated, and all of that. So before it all even started looking like something was wrong, I was growing up as a normal child with my other siblings. We were given the typical Nigerian, training. Yeah. We had my aunt who used to live with us, take care of us. She was a disciplinarian to some extent. In as much as she was there to help us and take care of us, she also, helped us realize that, oh, you're growing up, you should know how to do this, you should know how to do that. And so as early as age 7, yeah, we had started washing our socks, our undies, washing plates. What we used to do every Saturday, we come out, everyone comes out, yeah, sit down, the socks you wore from Monday to Friday, this is it, this is the detergent, this is the soap, get to washing it, and she'll sit and supervise us. Whoever doesn't wash his or hers as clean as possible, she'll help do that as well. And even washing of plates, we used to take turns to wash plates. Yeah, and I could do all this, so I had a pretty, should I say, interesting childhood. Yeah. The only thing is I started to realize at some point that this washing plate thing, it kind of stresses me out, and we all thought I was lazy. Even I myself, I thought I was lazy because even carrying of water on my head, fetching water, and carrying it on my head, it's like before I get back to my house, I would have poured half of the bucket of water on the road or something, so I only come back home with half bucket of water. Now that was how I grew up feeling normal, like not having a disability, not even feeling ill. Even when it was over that I was walking some kind of way, I didn't feel it, you know. I felt good. While I was growing up, there was this relation of mine who wanted me to come live with them. You know, they had just started their family and they wanted me to, you know, be a part of it and, you know, help them the way my aunt, you know, was helping us. And just imagine that I, you know, had gone to live with this family, help, you know, to help with their children, help take care of them, help around the house, go to school and all of that. And somewhere along the line, you know, it looks like, oh, I can't use my hands the way I used to. Trust Nigerians or trust human beings. They're gonna be like, okay, this girl is becoming lazy. This is not how she was when she came here. You know, they're gonna say stuff like that because nobody saw this, nobody expected it. I mean, even when it looked like I wasn't walking well, it didn't look like this girl had a disability or anything like that. Now imagine that somewhere along the line, I'm living with these people, and then tomorrow I wake up and I be like, oh, this finger's not working. Oh, I can't, you know, wash this clothes. I can't sweep this place so well, you know. Just imagine that. Even I myself, I'm gonna be like, okay, what's that? What exactly do you mean by that? You know, like there is literally no explanation. Well, there is an explanation, but you can't even, you can't. In fact, you even won't want to understand, you know, the logic behind all that is happening. I mean, even your family is not going to understand this thing and how it is supposed to be playing out. Because I mean, you yourself cannot understand it. It's like yesterday I could flip this book open and today I'm struggling, and you'll be like, wait, just yesterday I could do this. What is going on? I remember the first time I wanted to I don't know what I was doing, but I was just, you know, trying to do this, like come, you know, that sign. And what was happening was, this is exactly what was happening. So it's like this finger, you know, it wasn't coming down, it was just staying up. And so I'm like, Mom, are you seeing this? I was like, Mom, see, this finger is not working. I was like, my finger doesn't want to do this, you know. It's crazy. Like, you can't even understand it because you feel like, even though you have been told that this is what is going to happen, you want to feel like, oh yeah, I still have my life ahead of me and I could probably enjoy it and still be able to do the things that I used to do. But hey, it is what it is. The first time I heard about a degenerative disorder, I can't even remember how old was I. I think that was sometime in 2007, and you know, I hadn't even heard of the word degenerative before, or progressive, or anything like that. No, the doctor just said, oh, this is what you know, the condition is called, and it gets worse over time. It starts from the lower limbs and then it comes up to the upper limbs. You know, that was the first time I had heard of anything like that. But then I didn't take it serious because my hands were normal and my legs were quite normal to me, you know. Even though they told me it didn't have cure, I don't think I heard that part, you know. I just heard the part that, oh, you have to come to the hospital on so days and, you know, keep doing this and keep doing that. And so I felt like, oh yeah, it's gonna get better, you know. But yeah, now the thing about the human body and being ill or living with one form of disorder or the other is that it is widely believed that, oh, once you start a treatment, you know, things are going to get better. Things are supposed to get better. I mean, that's like the aim of the treatment, the drugs taken, injections, surgeries, and, you know, all of that. And so for a whole doctor to now come and make a diagnosis and tell you, oh yeah, it's not going to get better, it's actually going to get worse, and it doesn't have a cure. Hey, you know, at this point now, apart from coming to terms with the physical effects of the condition, There are also the psychological effects. I know I was affected, by this one. And the doctor, told me about the condition. He actually said it was muscular dystrophy, and he says, oh, it's going to get worse over time. And he tried to tell me the types of muscular dystrophy and all of that. One particular type stuck in my head, in which the patients do not live past 18 years. And so that was what stuck in my head. I kept on thinking that, oh yeah, probably I'm gonna die at 18. So when I was getting towards 16, it started to affect me psychologically, because I started thinking to myself, I said, oh yeah, it has gone from my legs. Oh no, it's coming up to my hands. Oh god, very soon it's gonna go to my neck and then to my head. What's going to happen? It was crazy. It was crazy. But that period, man, I would sit and just sulk, think about my life, think about my 18th, of how I'll probably die. Oh my god. Now, the thing with getting a diagnosis from your doctor saying that, oh, this is a progressive condition and it's going to get worse over time, is that you don't, nothing, absolutely nothing prepares you for, the time when you start to experience things in your body as a result of, the deterioration of the condition. Nothing prepares you for that at all. Even though you're already aware, the doctor has already told you that, oh, it's going to get worse over time, but the doctor isn't really going to tell you what is going to happen in your body. Yeah, the doctor says, oh, there's muscle weakness, and it starts from the lower limbs, it comes up to the upper limbs. Yeah, I know that part, but no one told me about the part where I might have to use a wheelchair at some point. Yeah, the doctor didn't tell me that. No one told me about, the part where it might not be so easy at some point to pick up pins from the ground. Like, nobody told me about that part. Now, living with CMT as a degenerative disorder, over the years, I have felt so many feelings, battled with different emotions, and on some days you just sit and think about what could have been or what was. You sit and think about the things you could do before, and it could be depressing if you just sit and think about, oh, how everyone else seems to be progressing, and it seems like with you things are just deteriorating. In all of this craziness, in all of all of this, one way I'm able to bring myself out of that web is to just sit and think about the things that I can do now, irrespective of what I go through daily in and with my body. Yeah, I prefer to focus on the things that I can do. And the good part is that I got to adapt. Yeah, and so the things that I could do before and do the normal way, right now I have to look for maybe odd ways, or I don't know, a different way to get these things done. And there's always this joy, feeling of satisfaction or fulfillment that comes with being able to do a particular thing that seems like, oh yeah, things have gotten worse, you can't do this, you shouldn't be able to do this, but then you're able to do it. Another thing is that I try to be as positive as possible, because it's obvious that I cannot change this myself. Yeah, and if I could, God knows, I would definitely have changed it a long time ago. And so I just, yeah, let go and let God, relax and let God handle everything. It's not exactly the easiest way to stay afloat and keep your head out of the waters, but it is definitely one of the best ways, because it's actually in God that I feel strong enough, like I have all these abilities, you know, and energy and positive vibes and all of that. So yeah, I try to just let him, you know, carry me, my mind, body, soul, spirit, everything, because I can't do it on my own. Yeah, so that's about it. Summary of the whole thing is that we have good days, we have bad days, we have days where we are clueless as to what's going to happen next or how to deal with whatever's coming. For me, the best part is that I am here with you guys. I mean, alive, yeah. And I'm most certainly excited and amazed, you know, at my ability to do some things. Like when I get to do stuff, I'm usually excited. I'm like, what, girl, you just did that, you know. So I'm excited about this. And even though I know that, oh, tomorrow, say this time next year, I might not be able to do some of the things that I'm able to do now, I am excited about the fact that I will probably be able to do new things then, or do these things in a different way and get the results that I want. And yeah, that's it for me. So guys, that's about it. Thank you very much for sticking with me, for staying with me throughout this video. Yeah, and if you've been here since day one, since my very first YouTube video, please drop a comment in the comment section. Shout out to Ola Chiopara, you deserve a spot of your own. Also, shout out to Ifani Chukwuekem, Brian James, Rachel Biogene, George Alendu, Blessing Kure, and Dozier Iheme. These ones have almost always been in my comment section, so I can tell that they have watched a lot of my videos from day one till date. Thank you all so much. Thanks also to all those who have subscribed, watched, shared, commented, and liked my videos at one point or the other. Much love to you all. Thanks for your support. I'll see you all in my next video. Bye.